All right, how's everyone doing tonight? You ready to open some basketball? Well, we got a little bit of football to start things off, but then mostly we've got basketball tonight. And I may potentially have a couple of teams open in Flawless. There's a couple right now that are kind of big ones that are unpaid. So we'll wait and see how that sorts itself out until after we finish our fourth and goal. And then we'll take a look and see where things are at that point. But before we actually get started ripping into things tonight, there is a little bit of information to go over. Many of you know how this works, so let's get started with that first. Feedback, it's easy because it's automated. You know, one of the few things eBay makes easy for us, right? So anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get positive feedback in return. So that way you don't ever have to wait on me. It's kind of a win-win. We both end up with positive feedback in just a matter of seconds. So hopefully you'll take the time to do that after the break or when you receive your items, and that way I'll know that all is well. We're looking right now at upcoming breaks. This is the stuff that's already listed on eBay that we're going to be breaking over the next few days. So tomorrow night, we're going to break more 2017-18 Flawless Basketball. We're starting a case tonight. We're going to finish that case up tomorrow night. And then we will also open another 12-box case of Prism Football, which is the last of the Prism that I have hanging around here. On Friday, we're going to open more Flawless Basketball, but this time it'll be 2018-19 Flawless Collegiate. That comes out on Friday. We'll open it Friday night, along with a second case of Certified Basketball, both Friday. Saturday, it's going to be more Flawless Collegiate from the 2018-19 rookie class. We'll do the last full case I have of Bowman Chrome HTA. That's the jumbo. It's all hits, no base cards in that. It'll have 36 autograph hits in it. And then we'll also open another 9-box case of Topps Triple Threads Baseball. Sunday, we're going to open fourth and goal again. We'll open a box of 2016 Honors Football, which I haven't opened in a while, actually, so that'll be fun. And we'll open a 10-box case of Donruss Basketball. Note that the veteran base does not ship in that one, guys. So, yeah, veteran base is going to go to its own bidding category in there, and that might be an early start time on Sunday night. I think I have forgotten to make that note on the list, but double check the listing for the start time on Sunday night, because I suspect I may have started it earlier than 10. On Monday, oh, look what I got listed. This will make some of you very happy. Leaf Memorabilia Vault is listed. So it's got 10 different memorabilia items inside that box, and it is a gigantic box, as in, like, I don't even think it will fit on the table I do the breaks from, so we're going to have to figure something out. I don't quite know what it's going to be, but we'll work on it. We'll figure it out. And I listed all of the categories in the football section. So if you're looking for Leaf Memorabilia Vault, the break will be listed all in the football trading cards section. It's all broken out by categories, and there's like maybe, I don't know, 35 or so different bidding categories for that. And then the rest of Monday night, we're going to open a bunch of throwback stuff. A couple of boxes of 2014 Topps Supreme, a couple of boxes of 2010 Plates and Patches, 2 boxes of 2013 Panini Black, and 2 boxes of 2007 Upper Deck Premier. So Monday night's going to be kind of one of those nights where we don't open a case of anything, but we still open a lot of stuff. So onward, looking at tonight. First up tonight, we'll open our Hit Parade Series 5 4th and Goal football box. Behind that will be the 17-18 Flawless Basketball, and then Certified Basketball will be the third and final thing we open tonight. As you can see there, 2 of our breaks are free shipping. 1 of them is a paid shipping break. And those things usually go out on different schedules. Not always, but usually. So the free shipping stuff, I virtually always project to go out 6 or 7 days after an auction ends. And a lot of times I am able to get it out sooner. And of course, if possible, I will. But plan on it going no later than Wednesday the 21st, a week from today. And there's a very good possibility it will go sooner, but just plan on that. Our paid shipping breaks tonight, I'm projecting those out for Monday the 19th. Again, this does not have a ton of cards in it. I suspect I'm going to get that out to you sooner than the 19th. But same as before, plan on the 19th. Be pleasantly surprised if you see that shipping notice come through to you a little faster than that. Last but not least, consolation cards. Here's how that works. If you're in one of these breaks tonight, your team doesn't pull anything, Not a base card, not an item, nothing at all. You are entitled to a used consolation trading card. By used, I mean it's one that's come from a pack I've opened myself, or maybe an unsold team, or whatever the case may be. And it can be from any year and any series. I do keep track of that for a rolling 90-day period. If you happen to be in the free shipping break, usually it works like this. I just hang on to those consolation cards, and then the next time you have a package shipping, I gather up all of them that you are due, and I send them with that package. Now, if you're in that free shipping break and you don't want to wait for your next package to ship, all you need to do, send me a message on eBay, let me know, and I will get it out to you faster by itself, just in a plain white envelope with a stamp. Certified, we really shouldn't have any team that doesn't at least pull base cards or something in certified, so I think we're all good there without worrying about consolation cards. So first up tonight, 2018 Hit Parade Series 5 4th and goal football box. Got 4 memorabilia items coming out of this one. This is break number 5. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight, Wednesday night, the 14th of November. And of course, you've got team names there on the left. Your name is up in lights across from your team on the right-hand side, if you were lucky enough to be one of the winning bidders tonight. And of course, a new spreadsheet does go up before the start of every break. So if you're not in this 4th and goal break, hey, don't worry, you're going to see your name up there shortly when we get to your particular item. I am taking autofocus off right now. That's why the background went out of focus, but don't worry about that little factoid. We're going to be able to see everything without any problems. So who's in chat tonight? It is Greg and Latchman and Jay Allen and Griffin 1A, and Scott is here. Scott, it's halftime of the game, so you know it's going to be your job to keep me posted on the score in the second half. And Gio is here too. Hey, Gio, what's shaking? Scott's booing the consolation cards. Yes, well, I know, Scott, but it's better than getting nothing, right? So, like, you would want to have a chance for something if you get a no-hit. So, I'm trying to show you, because, you know, I used to just always lift this up through the top, and honestly, I never had a problem with it for years. And then somebody kind of got pretty testy about it, I don't know, a while back. So now I try to let you see the top of everything as it's being, you know, cut open, but I don't have, my table is not deep enough to then get everything out of here easily this way without having it fly off the, you know, knock the camera over and fly out and all that stuff. So I'm gonna probably have to, yeah, flip it and get, oh man, I still knock stuff over, and get everything out of here so that we can actually see what we've got. So we've got a full-size helmet, and inside of it, the mini-size helmet is tucked inside of it. Strings are hung in the box. We've got a jersey and a picture. So, all right, there's all of that. Now, let's try and see what it is. Which do we want to do first? Let's do the flat stuff first, and we'll have more room to work, I think. So we have a Carolina Panther, and it's kind of hard to see, but he's on there. And that is Thomas Davis. You can see that up at the top. It's got a Dave and Adams certification card right there, and looks like the Dave and Adams sticker on the back. So Carolina Panthers Thomas Davis is our autographed photograph tonight. Toby says you don't want to see any Steelers tonight. All right, man. Well, we'll do our best. I can't do that. That'd be bad. Wishing bad mojo on somebody. Small Town Collectibles is here too. First time here. All right. Well, let's get some mojo going for Small Town too. So this is a Fanatics jersey. And this feels like this might... Is this an authentic jersey? It didn't really feel like a custom, but I guess maybe it is. I don't see the NFL logo on it. But there is your signature. It is Fanatics authenticated. There's their hologram sticker. And you know, usually Fanatics doesn't have a paper to go with their sticker, but they do in here. So how about that? How about that? A little bonus coming our way. Oh, and it is authentic. There's our NFL logo. See, I thought it felt like it was, but then I didn't see the logo on the back. I'm so dumb. It's because it's on the front. Anyway, so it is an authentic Chargers jersey with the nice Mike Williams autographs, and of course the Authentics, always I think a little preferred over the customs. And in fact, you guys will be interested to know that Hit Parade has come out with a new series of jerseys that are all authentic jerseys, no custom jerseys in the series at all. Now, it is quite a bit more money than what they charge us for the regular jerseys, but I did buy us a couple. We'll open them up pretty soon and find out if it was worth the wait or not. Alright, so I'm going to try to extract the mini helmet first, and we'll save the big helmet for last, but I'm not sure if I can do that. Yeah, I don't think I can, because I think you're going to be able to see the full-size helmet before I can get the mini out of there. Oh, man. And look how they've wedged it in there. Usually the mini helmet they don't have in the box when it's in there. This time they do, but look at that. It's Nick Chubb for the Browns. Woohoo! That's your nice rookie running back for the Cleveland Browns. JSA authenticated sticker on the back. JSA, what am I trying to say? Paper COA inside. And a nice little Nick Chubb signed helmet for the Browns. Now onward and upward to our full-size helmet, and this is going to make somebody pretty nice, pretty happy. So JSA authentication once again, JSA authentication on the back, but look who you have here. Oh ho ho, look at that. You have a couple of signatures on there. That is a nice little hit indeed for the Seahawks. We don't get too awfully many of those, so that's pretty cool for the Seahawks. What did I do with their bag? And that, of course, was Jim Zorn and Steve Largent. I'm sure you guys know that. I'm going to tuck this back in there and try to get all this, back in its bags. So to recap, the Seahawks with our full-size helmet with both Zorn and Largent signed on it. Our mini helmet was Nick Chubb for the Browns. Our jersey was an authentic NFL jersey for Mike Williams and the Chargers. And our signed photograph was for the Carolina Panthers. Toby says, uh-oh, he struck out again. Well, Toby, at least we did not make you watch a Steeler hit. Toby does not like it when we pull Steelers hits. So at least we made you happy in that regard, I guess, although it makes my Steelers guy probably unhappy. So let me set this aside. We'll be right back at it with Flawless. Hold tight for a moment, please. All in all, I have to say, though, I think that was a really nice 4th and goal box. Everything in there was very nice, I thought. I mean, and usually it is. It's not like we buy them and expect to not find nice things, but I'm saying the fact that our jersey was authenticated and we got a nice rookie hit, and evidently I hit my camera, and you know, just some of the little things like that make a difference. So, our Flawless Basketball, which is coming up next, is the start of a new case. So you know what that means. I'm going to take both boxes out. I'll number them on the end, and then we'll use random.org. We'll choose which one we open tonight, which one we open the next time. And while you were looking at this shipping information, which probably most of you saw when I had it up there earlier, but if you didn't, you've got another little chance to take a look at it right now. I'm jumping in here to see if we've still got teams that we are waiting to be paid. And it looks like that we do. So right now, I have the Lakers and the Celtics that are not paid in this Flawless break. So don't quite know what to do about this. This is somebody that I know that has bid with me before, but it is a lot of money. So I'm kind of sitting here thinking, boy, I don't know what to do about that. But it looks like what we would be talking about if those were to be available, let's see, would have to be I mean, I don't know if it's anything that anybody would even want out of chat or not, and I'm not sure if I should let it ride or not. I hate decisions like this. Every time in the past when I've let one ride, I've been wrong about it. But this is for $516 was the combined bid amount for the Lakers and the Celtics. So right now, that's what is sitting unpaid. I'm going to give the guy a few more minutes while we go over the rest of our info here. So you've had an opportunity to look back over the shipping information and, of course, consolation card information, and I went over it in more detail at the start of the break as well. So once again, this is going to be one box of 2017-18 Flawless Basketball. It's a half case break. It's break number 5. Of course, everything we're opening tonight ended tonight, Wednesday night the 14th. Our team names are on the left. Our winning bidders are across from it on the right-hand side. And you guys know the drill. I'm getting ready to open up the case. I'm going to take both boxes out, simply number them on the end. I'll bring you along with me when we go to random.org and let random decide which one we're opening first and which one we're opening second. And I'm gonna have to build a room in the house to put all these things I save. I'm so silly. I save all these flawless suitcases, and I save a lot of the National Treasures stuff, and I'm always storing things in them. But it doesn't matter, even if I store things in them, they still take up a lot of space. They seriously do. You guys know that, though. You probably all have some somewhere. All right, we are going to let random do the heavy lifting here. I'm going to hit randomize 3 different times. Wherever we end up after the third one will be indicative of the box that we are opening tonight. So there's the first one. You can ignore it. The second one, you can ignore it. Here's our third and final one, and it tells us there's 3 times our date and time stamp. It tells us we're opening box number 1. So, yeah, how about that? That doesn't always work out that way, but tonight it did. So let me get the other one put back in its case. I'll be back with you here in a moment. And let's see here. Oh, Scott, you said you're not allowed to break flawless. Griffin 1A, you had Nick Chubb and the Browns. Very good. Excellent. And I'm assuming then right now it doesn't look like anybody is really kind of in line there for either one of our unpaid teams. And this is a bidder that I know that has bid with me before. So I guess we're just going to let it ride and hope it gets paid. And if it doesn't, man, I'm going to be super sorry at a big old loss of $500+ if it doesn't get paid. Oh, mercy. I really don't like situations like this because I got to tell you, most of the time I make the wrong decision and I get burned. Quite often, actually. You'd be surprised. It's kind of dreadful. You would think people would have a little more integrity, but a lot of people don't. I'm constantly amazed at how many people do not. I've had 4 people this month that have gotten their stuff, and then like a month after they get it, they try to open a case and say it's, whatever. There's a variety of excuses, but it's obvious because they all do the same thing. So it's like you can tell when a new scam is probably the right word, but you can tell when there's a new scam making the rounds because certain people will just jump right in on it. It's like it gets published on some kind of website for scammers, and then they all just jump in there. Spiders Soccer, the teams that were unsold, actually I would have to sell them both to make it work because they're both from the same bidder and I wouldn't want to sell one and not the other. It was the Lakers and the Celtics, and combined they were 500 and what I say, guys, 515 or something like that. Were the 2 teams combined. Let me go back and take a look at this again. Hang on. It was 516 combined for the 2 teams, Lakers and Celtics. Those are the ones that are currently unpaid. So before I flip the lid on this Spiders Soccer. Are you interested, or do you want them, or what's your sitch? I mean, again, it is somebody that I know that bids with me, and I feel like probably it would get paid, but it's just a lot of money to let ride. And I kind of promised myself after the last time I got burned that I wouldn't do that if I had another option. Yeah, Scott, I'm sure you would like to have both of those, but we know you'd get in trouble if you did that, so you better not, Scott. You'd be in big trouble forever, man, forever and ever. So Spider Soccer says he's thinking about it, so we're kind of holding, we're in a little holding pattern at the moment while we wait to see if Spider Soccer wants those two teams, if he's feeling the love or not. Scott, you said you'd have to end up getting a divorce if you bought them. Yeah, well, at least you know if you ever want to force a divorce, I guess you know how to do it, right? You wouldn't have to do anything really heinous. Just spend a lot of money that you shouldn't spend, it sounds like. Spider, you are asking if I would do $500 for the pair of them. Yeah, I guess if you want to send it over by PayPal, we could do it. We can do it that way. If you are you in PayPal where I could give you my info? I could type in my PayPal email address and you can shoot it over, or what's your sitch? So right now, guys, we're kind of, I appreciate your all's patience. I know we're in a little bit of a holding pattern here, but, and as I said, you know, the original buyer is somebody I know, and they you know, there's in all likelihood it would have at some point gone down the road and been paid, but I just really don't like to leave things sitting out there anymore, especially if someone hasn't reached out to me ahead of time and said, you know, like, hey, I'm working, or you know, on the road or whatever, then that's another matter if it's somebody I know. But okay, so Spider Soccer, now you decided you don't want it. Okay. All right, then we're just going to go on and leave it like it is, and that's where we were a couple minutes ago. We're just going to let it ride, and maybe I will, hopefully, I will get paid for it. Probably I will. He's probably just tied up somewhere. So then we're going to move onward and see what we've got. Did I not cut my seal very well? Oh, I think I got it cut. Okie dokie. So there's nothing left in there but foam and keys at that point. And of course, I'm going to look at our encased cards last, because you guys know I'm evil that way. I always save the best stuff for last. I know, it is really evil, isn't it? Shame on me for being that way. Shame on me. Okay, let's get rolling here and see what we have found tonight. First out is Enos Cantor. That's for the Knicks. And I think I need to tweak my focus just a little bit. Hang on one second, guys. I like to be able to look at these cards up really close, and sometimes that just means putting the background out of focus a little bit more, and I think that's a slight bit better. That is numbered to 25. You've got the nice 3-color patch there for the Knicks, and the sleeve is all bent up, so you're going to see like a crease, but obviously it's not in the card. It's just in the sleeve because, I don't know, somehow it got all smashed up in there. Jamal Mashburn for the Mavericks. Used to play for my Kentucky Wildcats. That is numbered to 15 for Dallas. Here comes the Celtics, and we have Al Horford, and Al is numbered to 25. Then we have Sabonis. That is numbered to 15 for the Pacers. Indiana Pacers on the board. I think they went fairly low tonight too, so you might have gotten, well, yeah, that's probably not a bad deal for the Pacers. Miles Turner with an excellent patch, also for the Pacers. So how about that? Now you definitely have a good deal if you have the Pacers. That's numbered to 15, and now you picked up 2 hits in here back to back. David Robinson comes out for the Spurs. I always like pulling David Robinson. He is numbered, I think that says what, to 10? Yeah, to 10 for San Antonio. Oh man, this is gonna make somebody happy too. This is gonna make Scott unhappy because he's gonna want this card, and I'm not far behind him in wanting it. It's De'Aaron Fox. He also played for my Kentucky Wildcats. That is numbered to 12. And you've got a nice 3-color patch. Of course, your on-card auto, and that is a nice hit for Sacramento. Oh, mercy. How about Lonzo Ball, numbered to 2? Oh, yes, and that is, of course, you've got a relic embedded in there. It's actually kind of sticking up above the card even. And that Lonzo Ball to 2, well, that's certainly nothing to sneeze at. Got a little bit of imperfection down here in the lower left and the upper left. Both of those corners I see a little bit of chipping on. I mean, not a tremendous amount, but there's a little bit there. And that's nice Lonzo to 2. Next up, we have our diamond chip for the Nuggets, and it's Jokic. There are 3 diamond chips, and it is numbered to 5. Now, this little card here tells you basically they're not stolen, they're not blood diamonds, etc. If you don't want this card, let me know, because I do know somebody who does want it. They want just the card. So if that card's coming to you and you don't care about having that little, this isn't a stolen diamond thing, then let me know, please. Bill Russell, numbered to 25. That is also the Boston Celtics. So, how about that? Yeah, guys. So, a lot of nice hits out tonight. That's the Celtics to 25 with the Bill Russell. We're just recapping, of course. And the diamond chips coming out there for the Nuggets. And Jokic, that is numbered to 5. This Lonzo Ball here, that is worth the price of admission and then some. It is numbered to 2. You do, again, have some imperfections on the corners, particularly the ones on the left more so than the right. You have De'Aaron Fox, numbered to 12 for the Sacramento Kings. David Robinson and the Spurs. The Indiana Pacers to 15 with Miles Turner. Sabonis to 15, also for the Pacers. The Celtics to 25 with Al Horford. Jamal Mashburn to 15 for the Mavericks. And then the Knicks to 25 with Enes Kanter. So yeah, everybody's like, oh, you should cancel that sale and keep those cards. Well, I mean, certainly it would be within my right to do so, given that they were not paid at the time of the break. But that's not usually how I roll, guys. So we'll see if the payment comes in or not. I can pretty much, though, guarantee you I'll get paid now. That's often the case. When you pull something, you pretty well know you're going to get paid, right? I mean, I don't think there's much question about that at this point. But anyway, both of the teams he had, still not paid, but both of those teams pulled pretty well tonight, didn't they? We're headed now into some certified basketball. I'm getting our spreadsheet information set back up again, so let's take a look at this. So, everybody probably saw this earlier. In case you didn't, we'll do a really fast little recap. Our free shipping breaks, all of which have been completed by now, will get out the door on or before Wednesday. Free shipping stuff always projected out the door roughly 7 days after a break takes place. The paid shipping breaks I'm projecting out for Monday the 19th, although I feel like I can get them out to you faster than that. So they will go out no later than Monday, probably sooner than Monday, but you should see a shipping notice when I print the labels. Be aware that sometimes you're going to see labels print in the evenings or over the weekends, that sort of thing, and they won't be picked up until the next day. Then when they're not picked up until the next day, of course, they're not going to show as scanned and in the system until sometime the evening of the day they've been picked up. So for anybody who doesn't know that, that's how that works. So sometimes, you know, you may see a shipping notice and tracking doesn't update for a bit. That's why. So that is all the news to use on that page. Consolation card info, of course, up here. We're not going to read all that off again, but if you have questions about it, please hit me up and let me know. We're heading into a 12-box case of 2018-19 certified basketball. This is a full case break. It is break number 1. And, of course, also Wednesday night, the 14th here, with our team names on the left-hand side. Our winning bidders, once again, are across from the teams on the right. And you see that right there, that username? That looks like, do you guys ever get those spam calls? I get these spam calls all the time, and they start with a V, and then it's a whole big long series of numbers. And doesn't like everybody know that? Like, why would they even think anyone would answer the phone when you see that? Because that's just like the biggest, like, hello, we're a spam caller in the world. So certified basketball just came out today. I've only had it in my hot little hands a few hours. And you know the deal. It is different than we've had in the past because there's no totally in front of it this time. It's not totally certified like they usually hang on us for basketball. We got good old regular certified that we haven't had in years in basketball, like since, I don't know even when, since 2008 or 9, 10, somewhere in there. It's been a long, long time. So I'm happy to say that we have regular certified back. And of course, rookie roll call is one of the things we'll be looking for in here. Certified potential, other autograph options. And each one of these boxes is going to have 2 autographs and 1 memorabilia hit in it. So we're going to have a decent number of hits here as we go along. And obviously plenty of base cards and numbered cards and inserts and things we should find as well as we roll on down the line. Scott, you said it's currently 64-34. Wow. Well, of course, we should be beating them 64-34. I mean, all things considered. No offense to that team, but, you know, we all know that in the early season, every team schedules in other teams that they expect to kind of whip their butts and, you know, build up the confidence and all that sort of stuff. Ruben. Hi, Ruben. How are you? You said the Lakers collectors are going to go berserk over that Lonzo. That is a nice Lonzo, I will tell you straight up. That is a nice one. And it will be, I'd say, well worth the money. Scott, you said the Cats are looking much better tonight. I had the first half on, but here's the deal. I did not get an opportunity to watch very much of it because I was working. I was getting the spreadsheet ready and invoices out and all that kind of jazz. So I'm glad to hear that we're looking a bit better than we have been recently. Jay Allen, you are looking for NOLA and the Blazers and the Raptors. All right, well, we'll see what we can do about that. See if we can't get that under control for you. I mean, we're going to find, what, 36 hits in here in this case. Well, okay. We have to, of course, bring up, Panini always says on average. Anytime they tell you how many hits are in something, it also is followed by that little on average. And what that really means is if they mess up and they don't put in enough hits, oh, well, we can't really do anything about it because they did say on average. And it also means that sometimes they replace one of our hits with a points card. So that happens to us occasionally as well. And if, in fact, we have a points card situation, we'll use random.org to award it at the end of the break. So our blue parallels are going to be numbered to 199. So basically, I think anytime we see blue, we can expect that. This is a new insert series that I haven't seen before. Miles Bridges for the Hornets, 2018 class. Doesn't seem to be numbered or anything, but obviously is an insert. That much we can tell. Certified Future, we'll find plenty of those inserts as we go along. Here is a red parallel. Our red parallels are numbered to 299. Jay Ellen says, I cursed us by mentioning the on average. I don't think so. Certified stars, we'll find plenty of those. These guys are just these little spacers. They are basically there just to fool the people who try to feel the packs and find the hits. That's the whole reason for them being in there. Another blue to 199. Lasting Impressions seems to be another insert series we're going to find. To 299 with the red again. That is an Energizers insert. So they've kind of jazzed it up a little bit, haven't they? Certified's got a few new little inserts to keep things snazzy. That is numbered to 49 for the Golden State Warriors. So I think we can safely assume whenever we see that sort of purpley kind of color that that's going to be to 49. More certified stars. Here's our first hit out of this box. It is Certified Potential. It's numbered to 10 for the T-Wolves. Always like numbered to 10. And that's Bates. Is it D-op or die-op? Does anybody know? D or die-op? Or maybe neither. I do know that we have a few people that, at least one, who said he's new to breaking with me. Well, one of the things you're going to learn right away is I butcher all the names, even names that I hear all the time, and I hear them right in my head, and they don't come out of my mouth even remotely right, so just sit back and enjoy it. But yeah, I'm going to pronounce a good majority of the names completely incorrectly. For the Hornets, it is a rookie roll call, Devontae Graham. Of course, the nice thing about this is most of our autographs are on card. I shouldn't say most. I should say many will be on card. The Mighty is a nice insert for Lillard. And here is our relic, next to last coming out. For the Knicks, Tim Hardaway Jr. to 149. Might be helpful if I got the correct sleeve, mightn't it? Yes, I think it would be. I think indeed it would be. So not a ton of cards in certified. I mean, again, not a ton in certified football either. It just seems like there are because they put them in so many packs. Like, you all know how that drives me crazy. Like, why can't you just put more cards in one pack and have fewer packs to open? It would make me so much happier. Well, Scott, the reason you say certified looks better is because it's regular certified. It's not totally certified, which is what we've had in basketball for the last many years. You may remember we used to have in football both certified and totally certified. And I think the last year we had them both was maybe 2013. And then they switched to just plain certified in football. But they have only had totally certified in basketball for years. There was only the 1 year when we had regular certified. So yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you guys. You probably weren't tuned in, Scott, when we were talking about it. But I was kind of trying to get everybody prepared for that. Because personally, I've always liked certified better than totally certified. So I was glad to see them make the switch in basketball. I thought it was overdue. To 299, that is P.J. Tucker and the Rockets. And I tell you what, guys, you can see they change the way these cards go about every 5 seconds. So unless it's something numbered or a hit, we're just going to kind of leave them upside down. I don't see any reason to do the extra handling of most of those. That Tyson Chandler is to 99. If somebody really objects to that, just jump into chat and let me know, and I can go back and do it the other way. To 299 for the Clippers. And we have a hit coming with a rookie roll call for the Pacers with Aaron Holiday. I don't know. I don't know how's Aaron Holiday been doing. I don't really have him on my radar at the moment. I'm not sure how he's been doing. You all know I'm kind of all in on Luka out of this rookie class. To 149, it's a fabric of the game for NOLA with my man AD, Mr. Anthony Davis. And that is a little game-worn material, so you probably got a little Anthony Davis sweat on there, a little DNA coming your way, maybe Jay Allen. Possibly. Numbered to 299 for the 76ers. It's Landry Shamet. Latchman, are you still in here? You've got a lot of teams as well tonight, I think. Surely you're still here, but you're just being awfully quiet tonight. The Washington Wizards have a hit. I think they sold for under $10, and you have a nice Troy Brown as your reward so far. Numbered to 149, you've got the autograph and relic for that. That one was a sticker auto. So some are stickers, some are not. Gold team, Aaron Gordon and the Magic. If it's anything like football, we'll find a handful of those gold teams in the case. It says numbered to 199, the Hornets with Nicholas Batum. Another 2018 insert. That's Hamidou Diallo for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Latchman, you are there. Okay, you were just being very quiet tonight. So I wasn't sure if you'd wandered off on us or not, because I know you've got quite a few teams in here, Latchman. I don't remember who all they are. I just remember it was a big list of teams that you had tonight. So hopefully we're going to find some luck for you. And here's the other thing, Latchman. This can make you happy. I am very close to having gone through everything, and so I would say within the next day or two, I will actually be able to tell you the quantity on the one you're waiting on. So I should know, hopefully, pretty soon about that. I've got like one storage area left to go through, and I think I can probably get that knocked out in the next day or two, assuming that I can stay on top of my shipping with maybe a little extra 45 minutes or so tomorrow, and the next day I should be able to go through the rest of that stuff, I hope. Jay Allen, you said you don't know about the sweat. You don't want any sweat on your game used material? Scott says it's booty sweat. Hey, listen, if it's game used, now football is where I see more game used than basketball. And if it's game used in football, buddy, I do want sweat on it. I'll tell you straight up. I want dirt and grass stains and sweat and blood and tears and the whole thing. I mean, if you're going to use it, use it, brother. That's what I say. There is a rookie roll call for the Spurs with Metu. So we had a hit come out early out of this box. Some of them they hide. Some of them they come out pretty quickly. We have our relic out fairly soon as well. David Robinson also for the Spurs. That's to 149. It's a Spurs kind of box. Latchman, you said you didn't mean to have me work so hard. Hey, listen, it's good. I told you I'm finding all kinds of things that I had forgotten that I had. So it's good to go through, kind of get a handle on what all is hanging around here. And we're going to start busting through some of it. Scott, you're working at the Summit this week. You're going to freeze, man. That's to 299. And the Summit, you know what? That place is nice, but it's always so crowded and traffic is so bad. And we're close to holiday. I don't know if I want to even go near that place, traffic-wise. To 99, that's Paul Gasol and the Spurs. But it is pretty close to my house. It's not far at all, really. So here's something I want to point out to you guys. You see this? He's in a Raptors uniform, right? but it's got the Spurs as the team. There's a little notation there about the date he was traded, and of course the Spurs are noted on the back. So those kind of cards, they're always going to go to the team that's noted on the card itself. I point that out because sometimes we're all guilty of just looking at the uniform and you see it and you think, oh, hey, that's coming to me. But yeah, it might not be. So that's why I'm saying we got to pay attention to the whole thing. To 149, there's our Bates Diop again for the T-Wolves. Autograph, sticker auto on that one, and the relic as well. Lonnie Walker on the 2018 insert. Then we have numbered to 299, a Jason Tatum for the Celtics. Gold team James Harden. Scott, you said 77-44. Oh, nice. You love Edley's. What's Edley's? I don't guess I've seen Edley's. I told you I don't go in there much, man. I don't like that traffic down there. To 299, Patty Mills and the Spurs. I go in there and go to Whole Foods sometimes, which is just right as you go inside. And I go to J. Alexander's every once in a while if my relatives are in town to eat. That's to 199, Javon Carter and the Grizzlies. And then there's a little pet store across from where the restaurant is, and that's about as far as I've gotten in there. I don't really explore too much in there. Oh, it's barbecue. Okay. Well, I'll have to check it out then. It's just one of those things where it seems like no matter when I've ever driven back in there, it's always packed. You said try Honeywood. Okay. All right. We'll try a little Honeywood barbecue at Edley's then. I can live with that. So they're going to have you guys working at the summit even in this weather? Because it's kind of nasty outside right now, by the way. I don't know. It's really, I don't think it's, apparently there are some places getting freezing rain. I don't think I'm getting freezing rain at the moment. I think I'm getting rain. That's what it sounds like anyway. Did have sleet earlier, though. I assume you probably did, too. To 199, that's Kyrie Irving and the Celtics. And Kemba Walker and the Hornets with an Energizers insert. A 2018 Wendell Carter Jr. for the Bulls. An autograph hit for Jacob Evans. And Jacob Evans is a Warrior. Golden State Warrior certified potential. And what are they going to do, speaking of the Warriors, with Kevin Durant and Draymond Green? Like, one of them's going to have to go, I think, based on this latest little dust-up. I mean, I don't know. Number to 149 is Dwayne Wade and the Heat. Of course, everybody's kind of making noises like Durant's going to leave in free agency anyway to go to the Knicks. To 299, Donovan Mitchell and the Jazz. So maybe it doesn't matter anyway. I don't know. That is numbered to 199. It's Amari Spellman and the Hawks. And then we have a Mo Bamba certified future. I would like for that to have been autographed for you. So mostly what you do is the inside stuff, Scott? Okay, well that's not too bad then. I don't know. I somehow always associate the installation of anything with being outside. I don't know why. I always just think if you're building stuff or working on installing things in buildings that you're outside. Obviously, because I don't do it, I don't think about the way it actually is done. But that's good that if you can do most of the HVAC stuff inside is good. Oh, Latchman, you said try going to the Mall of America on the weekends. Oh, I couldn't imagine. That's to 299 for the Thunder. Hamadou again. I've only been to the Mall of America once, and it was shortly after it was built. And it was like crazy cool, though. I will say that. It was crazy cool. This is numbered to 49 for the New Orleans Pelicans, and it's Mirotic coming out. The Major Rad is here. So, well, then that's a good thing that he that Spider decided not to pick up those teams. So, yeah, you did hang on to your teams, Major Rad. Spider was going to pick them up. He changed his mind, so you hung on to them. And you were in, good grief, you were in an aortic rupture repair. Daggone, man. This is D'Anthony Melton for the Houston Rockets. That sounds kind of life and death like. So I hope that that went well, because whoever you were doing a repair on probably is very glad that you were there tonight. You said what's that mean? What do you mean, Scott? What does what mean? I'm somehow the chat's got a little bit of a delay. So when you said what's that mean, I'm sure it's probably something I said that I've already forgotten I said. So you're gonna have to let me know what that is. Oh, you're saying what is Rad talking about? Oh, like a surgical repair, like the aorta in your heart. Sounds like somebody had a rupture, although it's not just in your heart. I think doesn't that run like all the way down into your sternum too, maybe? Anyway, an artery. It's an artery, and it sounds like he had to do some surgical stuff to fix it. You said they happen every couple of days. Dang. See, you wouldn't think that something like that would happen that often, but I guess if you work in a hospital, it would. I mean, I guess it does. It just, you don't think about it happening that often. All right, so number to 199 for the Jazz. That is Jay Crowder. Here's a rookie roll call for the Dallas Mavericks, and daggone it, it's not the Dallas Maverick I wanted you to hit. I know, right? But it's still good to have a hit. It's Ray Spalding, and it might be the one you wanted to hit. I'm such a huge fan of Doncic. I really like that kid, so I always want to see the Mavericks pull that. Amari Spellman for the Hawks. Nice low number here to 10. That is Embiid in the 76ers. Oh, you're a major trauma center, so everything comes into you then. Like all of the big, hairy stuff heads right to your door then. So I'd say, yeah, that probably keeps you hopping pretty well. Another hit for the Timberwolves. That is Josh, I'm going to say it wrong, Okogie. Probably none of that. Probably none of the above. To 199, that was the Denver Nuggets. There's the Mighty again. That one is Russell Westbrook. We have our relic, and it's for the Bulls. Number to 149 was Scottie Pippen. A little game-worn relic from Scottie Pippen. Nice throwback there for the Bulls. I like that. That is a good one. This is numbered to 299. Jordan Clarkson and the Cavaliers. Numbered to 299, it's Devontae Graham and the Hornets. All those little filler cards that I'm dumping in the floor, they're starting. Did you hear them? I thunked them off of the flawless case by accident. Off of the flawless briefcase. So that's what you heard. I haven't knocked anything over, but I did make a little noise. PJ Washington has 25 points. Well, good, because he played terribly the last game, so he needed to have a good game and get his confidence back. So I'm glad to hear that. That's good news. And I like PJ. He's a good kid. He seems like a good kid. Jay Allen, that is probably the third or fourth for the Timberwolves. They've hit a lot in here so far. You're not wrong about that. Scott, it's 90-55. I like that sound. It's going to take a bunch of games like that to get over the thumping we took at the hands of Duke. Because we did get just thumped by them earlier. A couple of weeks ago. Greg, are you here? Greg usually throws up a go Duke when we talk about that game. That was so ugly. Ah, yes. Well, it gives us somewhere. It gives us something to work for, a target to work towards. Probably better that happened early on, than that got our expectations realigned. It's the nice way to say it. All right, we are numbered to 299 Celtics. Gordon Hayward. The mighty insert James Harden and the Rockets. We have numbered to 99 Gary Trent Jr. for the Blazers. Whoops. Got a little carried away there, didn't I? I about let Chandler Hutchison hide in there. Caught it right at the last minute. To 299, Josh Jackson and the Suns. Insert for Jaren Jackson and the Grizzlies. I think he's been playing pretty well. To 199, Cavaliers. Still early in the season, though, really, to try to figure out most of that stuff. Fabric of the game, there's the Wizards again with Torrey Brown Jr. This one's not signed, but that's all right because you got a signature earlier, so you're still in pretty good shape. Numbered to 49 for the Nets, it's D'Angelo Russell. Well, well, well. Things just sticking to things, carrying on tonight. An autograph hit, numbered to 199 for who else, who other than the Timberwolves, and that is Felipe Lopez. How about that? And right behind it, here comes another autograph, and that one, I like this one. Mikal Bridges and the Suns. I think Mikal Bridges is going to be a little bit of a sleeper. I do. I know the Suns, everybody's all about Ayton, and understandably so, but I think Mikal Bridges is a bit of a sleeper there for Phoenix. So we'll see if I'm right or wrong on it. I got a 50-50 shot of being right anyway. We are at our halfway point. We have opened 6, and we have 6 left to go. Oh, the Major Rad, that is awesome. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. That definitely helps me out a bit. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Just let me know when it's headed this way, and I'll get you hooked up with the postage and whatever else you need on that end. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate it very much. Well, Scott, the whole idea with Tyler Hero is exactly that. He is supposed to be able to just score in prolific amounts. He had been a little off to start the year. He hasn't really been hitting from 3, not like we expected him to be. So I hope he is getting on track. Jay Allen, you need some ink. All right. All right, we're going to set our minds to it here and try to find you some autographs in here. Oh, I just saw the final score update pop up, 96-58. Those little ESPN score alerts come flying across there from time to time. Most of the time, I'm not looking over there to catch them, but every once in a while I am. That's numbered to 299 for the Clippers. To 2018, that is Grayson Allen and the Jazz. The Major Rad, if you hang around until the end of the break, I can show you the flawless stuff again if you want to hang around to see it. To 199, the Hornets, that's Tony Parker. But of course, it'll be, you know, after we do the recap and all that jazz, so it would be after that. But if you want to, we can, if you're still here at that point. A New Generation. That's pretty cool. It's numbered to 5. It's Kevin, Herter, whatever, for the Hawks. And I like it because it has the big, nice neon green stripe down it. Okay, that's why I like it. I mean, it is numbered to 5, which is cool, but I like the green stripe. I'm so easily amused. 76ers hit with Landry. Nice little on-card auto of Certified Potential. So as a whole, don't you guys like this much better than Totally Certified? I definitely do. Javon Carter, Memphis Grizzlies Certified Potential. Scott Pennington, why did you type Butcher in all capital letters? I have no idea what that's about, man. That's the 199 Washington Wizards. You just kind of like randomly threw out the word Butcher, and I don't know what that is in reference to. That is to 299. It's Saric. He was still a Sixer there, so that's where that's going. Of course, he was recently traded. To 299, that was... for, who was that for? 299 for the Blazers, Trail Blazers. All right, well, cool, the Major Rad. If you're still on at the end, at the bitter end here, which, I mean, we're making pretty good progress tonight, then we can flip through that flawless again. You can get another look at it. Oh, you're saying because I butchered his name. I get it now. See, I'm kind of slow. On top of not being good at pronouncing names, apparently I am in the slow lane mentally tonight as well. Yes, well, you know that you've come to expect that. To love and appreciate the fact that I cannot pronounce any of the names. Well, I guess it's weird though, because some of the ones that I do get are ones that should be probably harder, but I really have never had any problem with, like Giannis, you know, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I can say his name, and I've kind of always been able to say his name, but then you get somebody like that guy who should be easy for me to replicate, and I can't. I look at it and I'm like, wait, what? How do you say your name again? So, yeah. Does not make me popular at parties. Somebody, I try to introduce people. His name is blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so, you know. Numbered to 299. That is the Dallas Mavericks. And, oh, man, this guy, you know, yeah, Lakers Certified Potential for Mikhailic. That's how I say it. And that's probably way wrong, but that's how I say it. Mikhailic. And that's who he's going to be forevermore. Bruce Brown and the Pistons. That's numbered to 149. That one's a sticker auto, but you've got the relic to go along with it there for Detroit. Jay Allen, you said you had to name somebody else who cuts meat. I got to roll back up then because I missed something. Oh, you typed in fishmonger. Well, that's good. That's very creative, Jay Allen. I didn't see that one a second ago. You and Scott got it going tonight. That is numbered to 299 for the Raptors. Numbered to 49, that is DeAndre Ayton. Who has been, I mean, I think he's been playing pretty well, but he's going to have a bit of a learning curve. I mean, but I said that before the draft. I thought from the word go that Ayton needed a little work in a few areas, and I would have taken Luka #1 overall. So by the end of the season, though, they may flip, and Ayton may be better than Luka. Who knows? Marvin Bagley and the Kings /99. To 2018, there's Miles Bridges for the Hornets, who I think has also been playing well. For the Spurs /149, it's Fabric of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge. A little more game-worn sweat for you there on that one. On your little relic patch. /199 for the Magic, that was Melvin Frazier Jr. So I still haven't learned all of our rookies because for whatever reason, there's always a subset of rookies with basketball that just don't stick in my head. I think because I don't open it nearly as much as we open football. You know, in the grand scheme of things, there's so many more football products, it seems like, in the early part after a draft than there are basketball. So when we open Flawless Collegiate later this week, I know I'm going to have to be just racking my brain trying to remember all these guys that we're seeing tonight. So obviously we remember the main ones, but you get into some of those round 2 guys and it's like, I got to think about that. I have to write myself out a cheat sheet. Or something like that. So I think that's all we have coming Friday, too. So we just had the certified basketball today, and then we have Flawless Collegiate Friday on Wednesday of next week, which, of course, is the day before Thanksgiving. They moved Obsidian Football to December, so we don't have that anymore, but we do have, I think, Playoff Football comes Wednesday. And something else. There's another Wednesday release that I can't think of at the moment. And then they tell me that we're going to have a Friday release, but I don't really know how that'll work since most of the offices are going to be shut down Thursday and Friday, and there's no UPS. I guess they would have to try to ship it on Tuesday. So I don't know. I don't know if that Friday release for the Black Friday will get pushed back or not. This is numbered to 299 for the Kings. It is De'Aaron Fox. Why am I putting that in the sleeve right now? I don't know. We don't need to put the ones to 299 in there. For the 76ers /149, Sean Bradley. Wow, throwback. The little Sean Bradley game worn. /199, that is the Hornets. Immaculate might be our Friday release. I'm trying to think. It got moved, the Major Rad, because, what should have already been out, and they changed the date. That might be our Friday release next week, not this week. But I would have to double check if that's it or not. I just remember there is one for Friday of next week, Black Friday, but I can't remember what it is. /99, that's Michalik and the Lakers. I had the conversation with my rep today. Was it really going to stick for next Friday? Mo Wagner, 2018 insert. He said it was too soon to know. /299, Paul George and the Thunder. /299, the Raptors. Oh, there's a priority mail insert. I think that's the first one of those we've seen. Steph Curry and the Warriors. And speaking of things we haven't seen very much, here is a signed, sealed, delivered. Oh, why do I get these guys with these names? Sekely for the Miami Heat. And that's got to be just, I don't remember this player at all, but you can take a look at the picture and figure that's got to be a throwback to 2 years past. The Ghost of Basketball Past. Oh, look at that. If you've got the Knicks, Yeah, baby. Now we're talking. A little on-card ink from Mr. Kevin Knox and the New York Knicks. Rookie roll call. Yeah, the Major Rad, you're saying that is next Friday is Immaculate Football? Yeah, if it sticks, if they don't move it. I don't know. Panini schedules weird stuff. I mean, I think we talked about this before. The day after Christmas, so December 26th, they have a release scheduled. It was Contenders Basketball. Now they've said it will be Contenders Basketball and Contenders Football, both coming out December 26th. Like, that's just a terrible time to try to release something. Not only from a shipping standpoint, which I have learned can be challenging sometimes to get them on time when it's around a holiday, but also just from like, who in the world has the time to do all this stuff kind of perspective. But they have always a mad rush at the end of the year. They're trying to get out all the products. They have to hit their numbers. You know, they're required to have a certain number of products produced every year. I think that's why we get jammed up. The Major Rad is asking if there's a regular flawless football. You're talking about 2018 flawless? There will be 2018 flawless like next year. We've already had, of course, obviously we've had 2017 flawless, and we've had the 2018 flawless collegiate. The collegiate is always more towards the first of the season, and the regular flawless is going to more wrap up like towards the end of the 2018 season. To 299, that's Anthony Davis and the Pelicans. Basketball is the one they do oddly, where they have national treasures, and then you have a huge gap before you get to flawless. Football is as you would expect. You know, you do NT, shortly thereafter you do flawless, and then shortly after that, you're getting the products with your next year's rookies in them. That is numbered to 5 for the Kings, and it is Buddy Hield. Here's a rookie roll call for the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson Jr. I think that's probably a pretty nice hit if you have Memphis. He's another one that I believe, I don't watch really the Grizzlies very much, but I do recall that someone was writing about him not too long ago, and I believe that the indication was that he was moving right along. To 299, that is for the Jazz, Grayson Allen, the Tripper. To 199 for the Nets, that's Musa. Well, regular flawless football, we would not see that until, at the end of the 2018 trading card season, which is usually going to be shortly before the draft, the next draft. So you're talking months away before we're going to be at regular flawless NFL. Numbered to 199, Chris Dunn and the Bulls. Yeah, we got a long ways to travel before that one will be up for pre-order. Jalen Brunson for the Mavericks on the 2018 insert. And here comes the Thunder. Jeremy Grant to 99. Oklahoma City. Scott, you said you still haven't ever hit a 1 of 1. Well, see, we've got to change that for you, but you've got to get, you have to get permission to break more often, see? You get into some more breaks, and then we'll hope the law of averages can, can help us deliver that to you. There's a gold team for the Thunder with Russell Westbrook. Because, you know, we have pretty good luck hitting the 1 of 1s as a whole. That's numbered to 149, Anthony Simons and the Portland Trail Blazers. Jay Allen, you've never hit a 1 of 1 either? Why did I think you... I just stacked those in the wrong place. Why did I think you had hit a 1 of 1 recently? Who did hit one then? Somebody hit one really recently, and they said, oh, it's the first time they had ever hit a 1 of 1. For some reason, I had in my head it was you, but I guess it was not. I don't remember who it was then. Oh, see, Scott, now the truth comes out. Scott says he breaks a lot. He just doesn't break in here a lot. Oh, see? See, truth is out now, Scott. Oh, it was Latchman. Okay, all right. I knew somebody. I'm like, somebody who bids and is in here all the time just recently hit their first 1 of 1. I just got confused. It was Latchman. Well, then, Jay Allen, we'll have to get you next in line. We'll have to hit you. We need to find you a 1 of 1. Hi, BK Lily. We had a Warrior in here, didn't we, guys? I'm pretty sure we did have a Warrior in here. I don't think we've had a Celtic that I remember, but I think we had a Warrior, but I don't remember who it was, to be honest. However, you're not far off from the recap. As you can tell, we've just got, well, that box and this one that I'm taking out of the wrappers to look at. The Major Rad Player, I have a Leaf Memorabilia Vault listed on eBay right now. As a matter of fact, I put it up tonight. And we'll be breaking it 5 days from now. So Monday night, we're going to break it. And it ends earlier than normal because I listed it first because I wasn't sure how long it would take me to work my way through all the categories and figure out what all I needed to have listed. So it's going to end earlier than you would expect, probably starting at 7 o'clock or maybe even a little bit before. That's numbered to 199 Cavaliers on Monday night, and there's 30 some odd categories roughly. Gold Team Dwight Howard Wizards. But yeah, Leaf Memorabilia Vault is always nice, and it's always got cool stuff in it. It's just you have to sit down and really try to figure out the best way to list the categories. Dion Waiters in the Heat to 49. And we have ourselves Mikal Bridges in the Suns again, but that one is numbered to 10. So the Suns with a pair of Mikal Bridges, which I think will be beneficial to you. That one to 10 is especially good. That's numbered to 199, and it tried to take off on me. I'm going to pick it back up here in a second. There's Dante DiVincenzo to 2018. And this fellow here, Devontae Graham, slid right off the pile. And I don't think, well, he's got a tad little imperfection. I don't know if you can even see it. There's a tad little imperfection down there in that corner. And I don't know if that came from the slide or if that was there pre-slide. It's super minor, but it is there. If it causes you a problem and you have the Hornets tonight, you let me know and I'll round you up one somewhere. To 299, it's the Mavericks. Oh, and the Major Rad, the other thing you should know about is that I put the whole entire break is listed in the football category. Because, you know, it's switching back and forth between, you know, hockey cards, football cards, baseball cards, basketball cards. I just didn't want to do that. I wanted to have all the break right there together where you could just scroll down through it and see it. So, well, Scott, I would say a Kevin Durant auto numbered to 5 was a pretty good hit out of there. Celtics, Antoine Walker walking back in time for that one to 199 for the Boston Celtics. We have game used Goran Dragic to 149 for the Miami Heat. Yeah, I think like the Major Red, there's definitely a lot of interesting things in there. And like I think I listed, for instance, any hockey jersey or puck, or at least I meant to if I didn't, to cover that. And then you'll just have to look through the categories. There's everything that I know is a possibility that could be in there has a category, and then there's one category that just is basically like anything else that doesn't fall within one of those in case something totally unexpected comes out. To 299 Clippers Gallinari, because that's really about the only way you can do that, because you never know. I mean, they sometimes will just like throw an extra random something or another in there you're not expecting to find or to have. Scott, you hit an Anthony Davis 4-color patch auto. Nice. Oh, those hockey jerseys are almost always really heavy. We've hit some hockey jerseys before in some of the multi-sport jersey breaks, and the hockey ones are always like really heavy. The major rad player you're asking, the Chevy Chase hockey jersey as a movie Hollywood relic. Well, there's two categories. There's TV movie worn wardrobe, and then there's one that says any, I think it says any hockey jersey or puck, I'm pretty sure. So that would be interesting, because I guess that would fall between the two. So I don't know. I would have to think about that. Because it's technically, if he wore it himself, I don't know if it's just a replica that he signed or if it was actually certified as having been worn in the movie. So if it was certified as having been worn in the movie, it would have to be done, I guess, by way of random between those two. Any hockey jersey and puck and the TV movie worn wardrobe. But if it wasn't actually worn by him, and it's just a replica and it was signed, then it would go to any hockey jersey. Scott, you're talking about that Ed Norton underwear again. Listen, man, I don't want to touch anybody's underwear, all right? So it better be in a plastic bag if we pull some underwear memorabilia. That's all I'm going to say. This is Bryant Reeves for the Grizzlies. That is numbered to 199. But, you know, I mean, there's guitars in there. There's high school yearbooks from celebrities. I mean, there's so much stuff in there that you can get that you wouldn't even think about, like signed championship belts for wrestling and that sort of thing. To 149 for the Rockets, that's Brandon Knight with that relic. To 299, Russell Westbrook. I mean, there's even guitars in there. So, of course, it's hard to know. Some of the stuff in there is really big, and some of it is really small. So I basically just put it in with a $4.99 shipping cost, and anything over that, I'm going to end up paying whatever it is. And then, of course, anybody that doesn't hit, you'll get some multi-sport cards, probably a pack or so of multi-sport cards that'll go out to any category that doesn't hit. Rookie roll call DeAndre Ayton. So the Phoenix Suns probably been waiting on that. And yeah, we're right here in the last box. I even forgot to say last box mojo, but we got a little mojo there for it anyway, didn't we? Even though I forgot to say it. 2018 Zaire Smith for the 76ers. A Hulk Hogan boot, huh? That is to 199 Chandler Hutchison. Well, I have got a game used shoes category. That's to 299 Antonio Blakeney. And then we have another category that I believe says wrestling, MMA, it might say, I think it says non-belt. I don't think it says non-shoes, because that would have meant, you know, because championship belt has its own category. To 199 the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe. Now see, now you know why it's such an ordeal to list the memorabilia vault, because even though I thought I had pretty well covered everything, even right now as we're talking about some of the stuff that's come out, it's like, that could fall here or here. That's numbered to 99, Boston Celtics, Gordon Hayward. So, yeah, those are the challenges with Leaf Memorabilia Vault. All right, so we are going to do a little recap here. And honestly, I don't know if I stacked every single low number thing together. I'm trying to look through real quick and see. Those are the ones. I'm looking for the ones that are 49 and below. I think I have the majority of them in that stack right there. And by the way, Jay Allen, I did not curse us. Ha 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 ha. We didn't pull a single rewards point. So how about that? You said I cursed us talking about it, but I didn't. And we didn't get any dreaded redemptions either. So life is good. All right. So I do have a presidential category. Well, it's actually political. I have a political category, Major Rad. This is numbered to 49 for the Heat. For the Kings, it was numbered to 5 with Buddy Hield. We had a DeAndre Ayton to 49 with the Suns. Also to 49 is D'Angelo Russell and the Nets. Numbered to 10, it's Embiid for the Sixers. That is numbered to 49, Mirotic for NOLA. And numbered to 49, Steph Curry and the Warriors. I think, guys, that's everything numbered 49 or lower that isn't an autograph or a relic hit, but it's possible that some of them got mixed into the stack of higher numbered stuff. But rest assured, if you saw it go by earlier, of course, you would get it. So, Jay Allen, I thought about doing a hits draft, but if I did a hits draft, I was going to have to do it as a direct break and not do it on eBay. And then I felt like that might take forever because we're close to the holidays. It might take forever to get that filled and broken, and so I didn't really want to go down that route. I would have preferred a hits draft, but not by way of eBay. So since I decided to go the eBay route, then it had to go into categories. DeAndre Ayton and the Suns. The Rockets with Brandon Knight. The Grizzlies hit with Bryant Reeves. The Celtics, Antoine Walker. This is numbered to 10 for the Suns with Mikal Bridges. Suns had a nice break in here, actually. The T-Wolves with Okaji. The Mavericks, Ray Spalding. DeAnthony Melton for the Rockets. The Miami Heat and Dwayne Wade. Jacob Evans and the Warriors. That is for the T-Wolves, Bates Diop. David Robinson, Spurs. Metu, Spurs. Then we have a little Troy Brown Jr. for the Wizards. Yeah, how about that? Nola and Anthony Davis. Aaron Holiday, Pacers. For the Knicks, it's Tim Hardaway Jr., Devontae Graham and the Hornets. Another one numbered to 10. This one is Bates Diop as well for the T-Wolves. Jay Allen, you're out of here. All right, man. We'll see you the next time, Jay Allen. And Scott, you're out of here too? All right. Well, we'll catch you all the next time then. Goran Dragic and the Heat. That is the Portland Trailblazers, Anthony Simons, Jeremy Grant, and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Jaren Jackson, Grizzlies. The nice Kevin Knox came out for the Knicks. This guy whose name I can't pronounce and who I really don't remember for the Miami Heat. The 76ers, Sean Bradley. For the Spurs, LaMarcus Aldridge. And a Bruce Brown comes out for the Pistons. The Lakers hit with Mikalik. Javon Carter, Grizzlies. Landry Shamet for the 76ers. This is numbered to 5. That's a cool little relic for the Hawks. Kevin, I'm going to see if I can get it right this time. Herter. You know I get it wrong. It's wrong again, I'm pretty sure. Mikal Bridges and the Suns again. All right. Felipe Lopez and the Timberwolves. The Wizards hit with a relic there for Troy Brown Jr. and then Scottie Pippen and the Bulls. So, all right, here's where we are with that. I'm going to put up spreadsheet information again real quickly. And then after that, I am going to show you the flawless again, Major Rad. So meanwhile, back at the ranch, let's get our spreadsheet set back up and do a quick little buzz through this. So this is what we look like over the next 5 days. Tomorrow night, we're breaking flawless basketball again. We will break another case of Prism football, the last case I have of it, as a matter of fact. On Friday night, we'll be breaking more flawless basketball, but guess what? It'll be 18-19 collegiate. So tomorrow night is the last of the 17-18 flawless. Friday night will be the start of the 18-19 flawless. Then also Friday night, we're going to break another case of certified basketball. And Saturday, we're going to break flawless collegiate again from 18-19. A case of Bowman Chrome HTA. That's all hits, no base. 36 autograph hits in there. And the last full case of HTA that I have. We'll be breaking triple threads again on Saturday night as well. Sunday, we'll break another 4th and goal box. We're going to break some 2016 honors football that I haven't opened in several months. But hey, I found it, Latchman, when I was down there looking for some of the stuff for you. Found a little honors football. So we're going to break that on Sunday night. And then we're also going to break a 12-box case of 2018-19 Donruss basketball. Full case break. And in that one, veteran base has its own bidding category. It does not ship out to the teams. The veteran base doesn't. Of course, all of the hits do. So numbered cards, inserts, parallels, autographs, relics, all go to teams. Literally just veteran base does not, has its own bidding category. Monday night, we're going to have a hot, crazy mess of stuff. And we're going to start off with the 2018 Leaf Memorabilia Vault that we've been talking about here. It's got 10 memorabilia items in it. And does that say call categories? It does. I've made a typo in there. It should say all categories. And apparently I, messed that up. All categories for that are listed in the football. Whoa, what'd I just do? Listed in the football card section. So just as an aside, if you're looking for it, that's where they're all going to be categories, from start to finish right there in football. And they're going to start ending around 7 o'clock, maybe a hair before 7 o'clock on Monday night. So they're starting to end earlier than my stuff normally does. Be aware of that. We will also open that same night a couple of boxes of 2014 Supreme football, 2 boxes of 2010 plates and patches football, a pair of 2013 Panini Black football boxes, and then we'll wrap it up with 2 2007 Upper Deck Premier football boxes. So Monday night will be fun. It's not cases of anything, but lots of fun stuff that we are going to be opening anyway on Monday. Then shipping, here you go, guys. The free stuff always projected to go out 6 or 7 days after a break-in. So in this case, the free stuff projected to ship out no later than Wednesday the 21st, a week from today. Most likely will go out faster than that, but certainly no later than Wednesday. Our paid shipping breaks from tonight, that happens to be the certified basketball case that we just finished up. And look for that to go out the door on or before Monday. And consolation cards, if you were in one of those first 2 breaks and you didn't hit anything at all, not an item, not a card, not a single thing, you are entitled to a consolation trading card. It can be from any year, any series. I keep track of it for a rolling 90-day period. Because those are free shipping breaks, typically I would hold on to it, send it to you the next time you have a package going. But if you want it sent to you sooner, all you need to do is drop me a line. Send me a little message on eBay, and I will gladly get it on the way faster, okay? So, Latchman, you had 13 hits. Daggone, man. That is impressive, to say the very least. 13 hits he says, is his best night ever. I should say so, man. That's, fantastic. Now, we are going to pull Flawless back up here so that the Major Rad can get another look at our Flawless hits. This, of course, broke earlier. We recapped it earlier as well. This is just a second recap of it because the Major Rad missed it originally when it went by. And the Major Rad, I have broken some triple threads. We've broken a couple of cases of it. We've got a couple more that we will be breaking. And I did not get any Bregman redemptions in the ones that I opened. You said you opened 3 cases and you got 12 Alex Bregman redemptions. Wow. No, we did not get any. We certainly didn't get 12. Enos Cantor to 25 for the Knicks. This is Jamal Mashburn to 15 for the Mavericks. Once again, guys, this is recapping the flawless break. If you were here for Certified and you just watched Certified, these cards were not part of Certified. They are part of Flawless that was completed earlier in the evening. Numbered to 25 for the Celtics, it's Al Horford. The Pacers with Sabonis to 15. The Pacers again, Miles Turner to 15. Nice patch on that one in particular. Then we have David Robinson and the Spurs. That was numbered to 10. Very nice De'Aaron Fox, numbered to 12 for the Kings. Here's the one you're probably the most interested in, the Major Rad. This is your Lonzo Ball. It is numbered to 2. And, of course, that relic is pretty awesome. And that card alone probably covers what you paid for both of your teams tonight, I imagine. And here is Jokic, Denver Nuggets. 3 little diamond chips in there, numbered to 5. And it comes with this little card. And if you don't care anything about having that little card, let me know, please. Because there is somebody who wants one of those little cards and they just want the card. And anyway, it basically says it's not a blood diamond or a stolen diamond, etc. This is numbered to 25, and it is Bill Russell for the Celtics. So, Major Rad, you got your money's worth and then some tonight. You did quite well hitting what you hit this evening. So, as I said, it worked out really well that the way that it did, because you ended up hanging on to the teams, keeping the teams, and hit some really good stuff with them. So... And that is it for me tonight. I am wrapped up, I believe. If anybody else, unless somebody else has something for me, I think we're finished tonight then. The Major Rad player, I don't personally need the those cards, but someone that breaks with me does need one. I guess he got the hit in another break. And, you know, normally people don't ship those little cards, and I don't really often either. I always ask people, if you want them, let me know, and I'll ship it. And if you don't, then, you know, it goes in the recycling bin. I don't really think that much about it. But he bids with me quite a bit, and he has a card from Flawless that he got in another break that he wants to sell. And there's a person who wants to buy it, but they only want to buy it from him if he has the little card that goes with it. So even though he didn't pull the card in my break, he knew I was getting ready to break more Flawless, and he said, hey, can you send me one of those little cards if somebody doesn't want it? And I said that I would. So that's the deal. So if you have a bunch of them and you don't need them all, if you want to throw 1 or 2 in with the name, that'd be great. And what I will do is simply forward them on to him and let him know that you were kind enough to jump in and help out. So I'm sure he would appreciate that. So the Major Rad, you said the cards you got here tonight were the best ones. You opened 3 cases of Flawless yourself and got nothing? Well, see, you should have been opening all the Flawless with us, because we've actually been doing pretty well with it. In fact, that's why I went back and bought this last case, which was ridiculously priced. I mean, I paid twice for it what the price should have been. Like an obscene amount of money I paid for this last case. But honestly, we've been pulling some pretty nice stuff out of Flawless, and I kind of felt like we were due to hit another nice group, and I just said, what the heck, I'm going to pull the trigger and bring in another case, and that's the one we started tonight. Of course, we'll finish it up tomorrow night. So hopefully you'll jump in there and pick up some more teams tomorrow night. Maybe the second half's going to be as good as the first half. I would imagine. I would think. I would hope. All right, so that's it for me tonight, guys. Thank you, and gals. Thank you, everyone, for joining me, being part of the break, and being part of the chat community. I appreciate having you here. I will be back at it tomorrow night, and so hopefully we'll see some or all of you again then. Oh, the Major Rad, you said your 3 places came from the local card store, Blowout's asking $4,400 for the case now. Well, yeah, I didn't pay quite $4,400, but I tell you what, I wasn't far off of that, and I got it from one of my distributors. Because my original, what did we have? 3 cases or something? Whatever we already opened originally, um, I got from my distributors at the pre-order price, but then that's all they gave me at the pre-order price. So anything else I wanted, yeah, I had to really pay through the nose. And it wasn't quite $4,400, but it was right on the edge of it. So, as I said, I paid way too much, and I knew I did. I knew I was paying twice what I should pay for it, but I also thought that I wanted to open some more. We'd been hitting good, and I thought we'd probably be on the roll and have a good case, and so far we did. Tonight was pretty good, so. You said you got them for $3,200, which you thought was high, but now seems okay. Well, yeah, ma'am, definitely. Yeah, because they haven't been anywhere near that price since the day they came out. I mean, they instantly went to like 36, 3,700. I should have bought it then. I didn't. I waited a few more days beyond that to finish opening what I had, and then the next thing you know, there we are up around a little over $4,000, which is just insanity. But yet, there you go. I bought them anyway, so now we know. All right, everyone. Have a great night. We'll catch you the next time. Bye now.